What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. I don't think we're going to be hearing my kids in today's video because my husband was here all day to actually watch them while I filmed, so yay. For today's video, I wanted to recreate this look right here by Jacqueline. Jacqueline. So Jaacklyne. That is his username. This has been in my saved folder. So I have a giant folder on Instagram where basically if I see something like super stunning, crazy, beautiful, creative, any of that good stuff, if it inspires me, I will save it in there for either to recreate another day or to get inspiration to create something like similar, maybe similar colors, similar shapes, stuff like that. So this has been in my save folder for quite some time now, and I am so glad that it is now time to whip it out. So I'm going to be recreating that look. I also got a few goodies from The Bomb Cosmetics, so shout out to them for sending some products my way. You guys have no idea how grateful I am to receive anything from anyone, for anybody to notice me. It is just like the biggest blessing in the world. So I am using a few of their new products today, the lipstick and the face palette. So if you are curious to see not only how I created this beautiful eyeshadow look, but how I created this stunning base makeup, then you already know what to do. Please keep on watching. Alright, my husband is here today to watch my kiddos, so I'm gonna try to knock this shit right out. It's always nice whenever my husband's home when I film, because then I can actually sit and get it over, like not get it over with, but like I could sit and get my work done, you know what I mean? So yeah, priming with P. Louise as always. So now for the picture that I had showed you guys in the beginning, when I read the caption, so it was the brand had reposted the guy, the brand reposted the guy's picture, and then so it had like the description. So he said that he used, I believe, one other palette, but he also says that he used the Carnival XL Pro palette, so that's the one that I'm going to be using today. And we're just going to kind of keep it in the blue section. So I'm going to start by taking the shade Mood. I'm just going to take this, of course, I always like to start with a dense packing brush, so we're going to take this one right here. And taking that shade Mood, I'm going to go ahead and lay this down in my shape. So we're going to go kind of for like a oval cut crease. The next shade I'm going to take is going to be this blue, which is called Making Waves. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this on this Morphe brush. It came in a set that I got in my Boxycharm. It doesn't have like a name or anything specific. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right over this shade. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Showboat, and then I'm going to blend it out with the shade Why Though. So taking shade Showboat on this type of brush, so kind of just long and fluffy. I'm going to be very careful. I don't want to take this too far up because I do want to blend it out with that one more shade. So I'm just going to do little circle motions and blend these together. Okay, so now I'm going to take this tiny fluffy brush. This is a Doll Beauty DB12 brush. I'm going to go into the shade Why Though. And then we're going to really soften this edge up. Okay, so right off bat, I see already that I'm going to need to deepen up this blue a little bit. So I'm gonna take the smallest amount of the black, which is called Lights Out. I feel like I really didn't need to show that, but anyways. I'm gonna take some, just kind of on this angled brush, don't really matter. And I'm gonna be very careful, but I'm going to apply this probably right where I'm gonna cut my crease, so that way there is still that tint of like dark, but also though too I don't want it to be too dark. So like if I open my eye, do you see how it's just slightly above that crease? That's how I want it. You're gonna obviously have to accommodate for your own eye shape, and if you have hooded eyes or not hooded eyes, just like that. So now I'm going to go through all of my colors once more and really just build that up, but I think that that looks perfect. Okay, so now that I'm happy with how those are blended out, I am going to cut out my crease using my trusty handy dandy Vaseline, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay down the P. Louise Basic Bright in the shade Vivid Violet. Now that my crease is cut and I laid down my purple base, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this lilac purple, which is called Orchid. Oh, look at that. Take some glitter base first, and then I'm going to lay that shade right on top. That looks super pretty, but I actually want to add more shimmery, shiny shimmer. I'm going to take the Peaches and Cream pigment in Starlight, which is kind of just like a glitter. And I'm just going to take some on a fluffy brush. And just add a little bit of shine to this. What I'm going to do is I am going to take some more of my P. Louise base, and I'm just gonna lay this down in like a liner shape. I'm gonna put this blue right here. So I'm gonna take the shade Mood. And just set that down. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup, finish this eye, do my face makeup, and then we can come back, finish the eyes, lashes, final touches, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna do my base makeup in this video as well. I actually got sent this like palette by the Mom Cosmetics. It's kind of like face slash eye palette. Probably could use it for either or. So I actually wanted to use the blushes, the bronzers, the highlights. This is like a really nice gold highlight, some blushes, bronzer. It also does have like eyeshadows in it too. So this is like a brown, like a mauve-y, and just like a nude shadow, which I think would be really cute for like everyday, just kind of like quick, maybe like smoky liner or something like that, which I'm gonna definitely do a video on this palette. I just received this today though, and I already had this look in mind when I sat down, so I figured I would just use the like base product side of this palette. They also sent me their Meet Matte Hues lip products. Let's see, 6 mini long-lasting liquid lipsticks. So they sent me 6 liquid lipsticks, the palette. They also sent me their cult favorite, cult classics, the Schwing Black Liquid Liner and the Mad Lash Mascara, which these 2 things I've been wanting to try for the longest time. I just never really took the time to go out and purchase it. So yeah, thank you so much for the Bomb Cosmetics. If you're watching this, they follow me on TikTok, so I don't know if they're gonna see this video, but if you're following me, I just received your package and I am so effing grateful. You guys have no idea. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be playing around with some of this stuff today. Mascara, I'm not gonna do the liner because it's not the vibe, but soon, because I've heard really good things about these products. So with that being said, let's get started. So one of the main things that I've been liking to do, but I can only do it with certain foundations, so I've been liking to take my foundation and mix it with a little bit of setting spray. It gives it just like a really nice just like consistency to it, and also I've been finding that it sits a little bit better on my skin sometimes. So the product, the e.l.f. Camo CC cream, this is like the best one that I could do it with, because CC creams are more thick, so that way you could use less and still get like really good coverage. So I really like to mix the spray with this one right here. So we're just gonna take 2 pumps of this e.l.f. Camo CC cream in the shade Fair 120N. I tried this same technique the other day with this Maybelline Superstay, and it was not a vibe. It did not work. So keep that in mind. I'm just gonna take some of the Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray, give it a little spritz. This is why if you see me too fast forwarding it, why I'm always like applying it with my fingers like that, because I take it and then I just mix that setting spray into it. I want all that stay power. And then I just go on ahead and apply it. And it still feels pretty thick, which I don't mind. And I noticed this too has been making this foundation last a lot longer. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f., what is this? The e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer in shade Tan Walnut. This is the perfect contour shade for me. I'm just going to do that. Like, look how effortless that was. I really like to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer for cream contour because it doesn't, like the matte, it dries down so like matte so quick. You know, this, it actually gives me a little bit of time to blend and all that good stuff. Just gonna keep this very high on my face. I always go ham with the blush, so I never like to put too much product on my cheekbones. I'm going to take my CoverGirl concealer. I've heard that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, but I don't know. I used the mini and I didn't really like it, so it wasn't my shade anyways, but anyways. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Made by Mocha blushes. I'm going to take the shade Cherry Cola and Posy Rosy. So Cherry Cola, I'm going to do a little bit here, a little bit here. To start off with. And then I'll take the shade Posy Rosy, which is like pink. We'll add some of that here and on the nose. Now that we look like a clown, I'm gonna take my sponge and really blend this in and lighten it up. Because the sponge is gonna absorb some of it. It's also gonna help disperse it real nice. Just really gotta bounce it in. Now I'm gonna take my Coty Airspun setting powder. First I'm gonna make sure that my concealer isn't creased. And then just on the same sponge, I'm just gonna make sure there's no like excess product on here. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe it on my hand. And then I'm gonna dip that same damp sponge into my powder. And then I'm gonna press it in everywhere I want to set my face. So I typically set my face anywhere I put concealer. Okay, so now for the rest of my makeup, I'm going to take the Bombina Babies of the Balm palette. Here she is. This is what she looks like. I'm going to take this Bronzilla bronzer shade. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this cream shade. And I think that will be a very nice way to lighten that up. Make it work a little bit better for my fair skin. Yeah, okay. Now for my blush, I'm just gonna mix a little bit of both of those two shades. I'm just gonna go right over. Oh yeah, that's like so pretty. And then I'm gonna take this gold ass highlighter. I think it'll look good. Oh yeah, that is really pretty. But you know what? I don't think this is gonna suit my look very well. Let me match my other side real quick. Oh, you know what I have too? So that gold highlighter doesn't really match my look too well, but the next look that I do, we'll use that highlighter. Let me see. Oh, I got these from Kaleidos, the Space Age highlighters. So we got Moon Cruiser and Skywalker, and I think I'm gonna use one of these today because the blue, you know. So here's what they look like. I'll swatch them because you can't really tell. Okay, this one is Skywalker. And this is Moon Cruiser. They kind of look the same, but this one has more purple. So we're going to go with Moon Cruiser. I feel like that is just about it as far as the face makeup goes. Let me set my face. My son got into my Hank and Henry lipstick. This isn't the first time he's gotten into my shit, but he's ruining all my stuff. I'm gonna start by taking the shade Mood, which is the dark blue. And I'm going to put that right here, but not all the way. It's probably like mid eyeball. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Mid eyeball. Then I'm going to dust the brush off. And now I'm going to go into the shade Wasted, which is the purple. And I'm going to bring that right in here. I'm trying to use the whole one palette. So I'm going to take this shade Makeup. Just a very little amount. I would typically like to go in with a like lilac purple, but I'm just gonna use this to just soften that edge a little bit. Okay, so here is the completed look. So from that lip set, so they have 2 new shades in here. I didn't realize that. I actually went in with the first shade, which is called Generous. So let me get a little bit closer. So these are all the shades. Oh, they have 3 new shades. So yeah, so I used this one right here. I'm gonna kind of go down them, I think. Super cute, really comfortable. It kind of had like a mintiness to it when I first put it on, but it wasn't anything like crazy like Too Faced lip injection or anything like that. It just kind of had this nice subtle like mintiness to it. I'm a big fan. I love like peppermint, like that feeling, the smell. Anyways, this is very comfortable, not sticky at all. Transfer proof, bitch. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. What do we think of the finished look? Look how cute my earrings are. Little flowers. Anyways, that is going to complete today's video. So without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my channel. We're gonna go right on ahead, roll the clip.